Dwain Jenkins, we've had this conversation many times, but what did Dwain Winfield mean to your program?
He was the face of the program, and we made that decision when he was a sophomore to kind of put him in that position. And the one thing that I always said about Lunch was he always delivered. He always delivered. He never disappointed when you put a challenge in front of him. He always stepped up, and the things that everybody saw off the field, I'll continue to say this pales in comparison to what he did for the school and for this program off the field. And his leadership was unmatched of any of the guys that I've coached over the last 20-something years.
You waited impatiently for that offer to come. It finally did, and I know it was a frustrating process, but when it finally came, what did that feel like?
Well, I was just excited for him. He just needs somebody to believe in him. Obviously, the way that I was willing to believe in him, and I was willing to voice it, even if it was to my own detriment, and people were sometimes not happy with some of the things I said. But when you got a kid that puts everything onto the field, I just didn't know what else to say. He checks the boxes in every way that you could. He's 6'2", almost 6'3". He's 220 pounds. He's a great athlete. He's a tremendous leader. He does what he's supposed to do in the classroom. Couldn't figure out what was the holdback for some people. So I was very grateful that he ends up going to Louisiana and playing for Coach Des, who I think is going to do an excellent job, and get to go back in the back end of my closet and pull out some of the things that we had from when Blaine Gauthier played there.
Mm-hmm. You see it as a really good fit?
I do. I think it's a great fit. One of the big things that they've been pushing there over the last couple of years under Coach Napier now, the Coach Des, is just that culture. And I think he's a great fit for that. And I was adamant in my opinion that no matter what school took their chance on Dwain Winfield, that he would make them better because of what he'll bring to your program and what he'll help build in that culture. So I think for Louisiana and for the Ragin Cajuns, they've got a person that's going to come in from day one and make that program a better place because of what he'll do on and off the field.
I would imagine there'll be a nice little procession from river parishes to Lafayette during the football season.
I would think so. It's always been a great place to go watch a game. Like I said, it's been a few years now since I've been there, since Blaine played, but look forward to spending some time back in Lafayette.
In terms of on-the-field impact, they run offense similar to what you guys ran. I mean, what kind of impact can he make on the field immediately?
Well, I think for him it's a good fit because I think Coach Des, in a way he runs his offense, is in a lot of ways the way he played. And he was able to see some of those things in Lunch, and I think it's just a great fit because they've lived with quarterback run. They've been able to make some things happen in the play-action game, and I think those are all things that will play to Lunch's strengths.
To fight the good fight, the recruiting battle, just everything, the win state, just to see it all kind of culminate in front of you, Coach. I mean, what's this been like for you?
Well, I'm just so excited for him and a couple of other kids, and that was one of the things that he talked about from the very beginning. He knew that he would get some accolades throughout the season, obviously because of the way that he had played preceding his senior year. But he thought for the only way for this team to get some of the credit and some of his teammates was to win at the highest level. And we were able to do that, and it's opened some doors for some of his teammates. We have a small senior class with only 13 guys that were in our senior group. And we've got a couple other guys that have some opportunities to continue to play. And you got to think that some of that was because of the run that we made and with the attention that he was able to bring and the attention that this team was able to earn by winning football games.